I'm a meta insider working on Project Lazarus. We're building an AI that can take over a deceased person's social media accounts and continue making relevant posts as if that person is still alive. This includes age-progressed photos, interacting with other people's content, and everything else needed so that person continues on in the digital realm after physical death. We were originally told this would be a service offered to people struggling with the loss of loved ones and people who had missing children. Seemed like a decent idea. Things are getting weird now, and I'm having second thoughts about what this is actually going to be used for. The AI is extremely capable of impersonating people. It doesn't take as much initial input as one might think to train the AI how a certain person interacts with the digital world. It's very convincing. An entire island of people could go missing, and with little to no downtime, the AI could take over all of their social media, and the world wouldn't have a clue that life wasn't just continuing as usual. A lot of the project is becoming more compartmentalized. Things have taken a dark turn, it feels like. They've forbidden communication between people working on different things. Something isn't right, and I don't know what I should do. I'm not going to post any personally identifiable information, but I will try to answer questions that won't expose my role within the project. An Anon asks, "What is your role within the project?" Another inquires, "Do you have prod access?" Download repositories locally. Take computer offline after work. Rip them to a USB stick. Delete everything in production and backups. Whistleblower to James O'Keefe to restart his career. I wouldn't even be able to get a USB stick in there. Lazarus, along with several other projects, are in a highly secure environment. They're not messing around with the security of this stuff. We've all signed NDAs, but I could walk away anytime as far as I know. 2 people were transferred off the project. I suspect it was for asking too many questions about things that weren't relevant to their specific job. Another Anon comments, "Just a heads up, there's been a ton of people making threads here pretending to be a whistleblower/insider lately, so you should expect a lot of aggression from people. I know you don't want to identify yourself, but there has to be something that you can show us that will add validity to your claim without compromising yourself. You said they've forbidden communication between people working on different things. How do they prevent any of you from communicating outside of work?" I don't know what I could post as proof that wouldn't narrow my position down to about 8 people. They brought around more NDAs in January, having a sign that we would not discuss the project with anyone else out of work, and in the workplace we're only allowed to communicate with people in our cell, usually 4 to 10 people. I'm not willing to put my family at risk financially or physically over any of this, so providing proof isn't a high priority for me. I just made the post so people can be aware that this exists. Believe what you will. The AI is truly remarkable. It's able to study an individual, create and store an entire lifetime of fictional holidays, meals, relationships, and anything else that individual would be expected to post. This data is all stored and deployed by the AI on a schedule that makes sense for that individual. There are some tells that insiders can see that give away if it's the AI or a real person. Some of our work has been to eliminate those tells, to make the AI as convincing as possible, even to the people who are closest to the subject. We've done really great work, but there's still some things that exist that the AI doesn't get right. I can probably post an example or two. I guess that could be considered proof, and those are well known enough that it would be difficult to trace to me. One of the initial live tests were to create 50 fictitious people. The goal was to make these 50 people new hires at Meta, and have them interact and build online relationships with other employees who were completely unaware that these 50 people didn't actually exist. By adding them as friends and giving a few pieces of starter content, it was easy to get the ball rolling for other employees outside of our project to start adding the AI-generated people as friends also, and start interacting with them. These 50 generated accounts were not based off of real individuals, so the results were wild. The AI came up with stuff that ranged from absolutely hilarious to completely horrifying. I guess that's pretty accurate for the human experience. That's more along the lines of a traditional bot, but it goes to a much deeper level than just a bot reposting the current talking point. It's when we gave it live data on real individuals that things truly took off. It's astoundingly accurate with reproducing real individuals.